my YouTube channel. In first part of this video, know the introduction part of the biological classification. We are studying your second chapter biological classification. Okay, last lecture में हमने देखा how there is a classification system is going on in the biological class. In this session, we are going to study what is the kingdom system of classification. Okay, kingdom system और क्लासिफिकेशन क्या होता है ये हम इस पार्ट में स्टडी करने वाले हैं. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, सो डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द सिस्टम ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन द ऑर्गेनिज्म आर क्लासिफाइड इनटू द फॉलोइंग किंगडम क्लासिफिकेशन सिस्टम. पहले तो आए टू किंगडम क्लासिफिकेशन सिस्टम, उसके बाद में किंगडम क्लासिफिकेशन सिस्टम, एंड देन नाउ व्हिच इज यूनिवर्सली एक्सेप्टेड द फाइव किंगडम सिस्टम. एक्चुअली पहले में कौन सा आया, बाद में कौन सा आया, और नाउ व्हिच इज गोइंग ऑन दैट वी आर यू शुड नो एक्चुअली. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल जो है टू किंगडम सिस्टम ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ ऑर्गेनिज्म दैट discovered, in which only Plantae and the Animalia. Okay, and two kingdom system of classification, the organ grouped on the basis of the presence and the absence of the cell wall. Obviously you know that in the Plantae and Animalia kingdom में कौन से Plantae में सेल वॉल प्रेजेंट होती है और किस में नहीं होती. Am I right? Okay, so you know that in the plant cell the cell wall is present, and in the animal cell obviously the cell wall is depending on that basis, the scientist Linnaeus, who is the father of the taxonomy, he discovered the two kingdom system of classification of an organism, that is the Plantae and the Animalia. ठीक है, it was not sufficient, and then later on three kingdom classification was discovered. Now you will ask that who discovered the three kingdom system? Then the Haeckel separated the unicellular animals, algae and fungi on the basis of the lack of the tissue differentiation, and here in the three kingdoms, instead of the Plantae and the Animalia, third kingdom system was added or introduced. So in the three classification Plantae, Protista and the Animalia, ऐसे three kingdom classification system हो गए. But it was also not the sufficient. If you classify any organism, then you should classify every part of that organism. Am I right? So later on, the scientist Whittakar, he divided all the organisms into the five kingdom classification in order to follow the phylogenetic classification. Whittakar ने डिस्कवर किया these are the five kingdom classification system, that is the Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia. Okay students, so nowadays how to study or has to study, that is the five kingdom classification system, which is discovered by the Whittakar, or it is simply called the five kingdom classification system. Okay students, so now we will going to study the distinguished characteristics of the five kingdom classification system. Okay, on what basis that all five classified? So depending on the cell type of depending the nuclear envelope is present or absent, the cell wall is present, but type of cell wall is present. Either that is presence of or chitin is present. You know that fungus के पास special characteristic है that in the fungus cell wall chitin is present, which is the protein. and which is absent in other type of the organism. So that's why it is a unique characteristics of the fungi. Am I right? ओके सो कुछ सेल वॉल में सेल्यूलोज प्रेजेंट होते हैं, कुछ सेल वॉल है नॉन सेल्यूलोजिक होते हैं. In some type of the cell wall, the polysaccharide is present, and obviously in the animalia cell wall is absent. Correct. So depending on that, every you should study every part of the organism, और आपको depending on the differentiation you should classify the every organism. Not only cell wall is sufficient, not only other type of character is sufficient to any type of organism. You should observe this type of basis for the classification. Whatever you can see on the screen here. उनका mode of nutrition कैसा है? Either they are the autotrophs or they are the heterotrophs. या वो photosynthesis करते हैं तो वो photosynthetic organism हो गए. Correct. So that is mode of nutrition is also there, and multicellularity. Okay, multicellular organism है या unicellular organism है, that is also one point. So that's why you have to study all these characters to classify the organism in the 5 kingdom of the classification. I hope you understand what is the distinguished characteristics of the 5 kingdom of the life. So depending on the all these characters, the kingdom classification system kitni hai? Total 5 type of the kingdom classification system is there. First is the Monera, second is the Protista, then Fungi, Plantae and Animalia. These are the 5 type of the kingdom classification system, students. Okay, this is about your 5 kingdom classification system, and इस पार्ट में हमने एक जस्ट आइडिया ली है कि कैसे डिवाइड हो चुके हैं और कैसे कैरेक्टरिस्टिक इन्वॉल्व है in the 5 type of the classification system. In the next session, we will detail study about the kingdom Monera. Okay, actually kingdom Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia, ये सब हम लोगों को study करना है. So हम one by one देखेंगे. Okay, so keep watching and subscribe to my channel if you can clear your concept with my lectures or with my sessions. Okay, so thank you so much, and wait for the next video. Thank you.